Hey, everybody. Yeah, we've got Mike. Yay. It's coming in. Yay, yippee. I never know. These are new and I'm not real sure about them. I know I've had some problems. So I'm going to try to keep an eye on my little mic thing up here going as I talk. And if it quits, then I'll take them out. Okay. So if there's a minute or two, maybe we don't have sound, I'll back up and go again. All right, we've not sewn in our book in a while. We haven't. We did organize it and we did cut all of our pieces so they're easy, they're ready, they're cut, easy peasy, perfect, ready to go in our envelopes. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. We're on block number 29. Right here we go. That's what this one is. So let's see what our pieces look like. Who knows what kind of colors I've come up with, right? Because I just go all wild and crazy. Let's see. These are the inside pieces that go like this. And this is an inside piece. It goes down here, and this one goes up here. This one's kind of wild, you all, but it's going to be pretty. Yes, it is. It's going to be pretty. All right. This is how this one lays out. I didn't realize I didn't have y'all down where you can see. All right, now then. This is how this one lays out, right like this. So you know what we do? We start in the middle. Start with these two pieces because that's the way we're going to build it. And y'all, I need a foot on my sewing machine if I'm going to sew, don't I? I do. I need a foot. So let's get us a foot on here. All right. Pretty sides together. Edges even, 1/4 inch seam. Back stitch when you start and when you stop. Y'all, I bet my iron's not on. Let's see if it's plugged in. No, it's not, because I just was sitting up here. Don't pay any attention to all that in the background because it's a mess. I know it's a mess. And we have been working on our organization for our Alice's Wonderland quilt sampler. We're going to start in January. A bunch of you all have told me that you have bought the book, that you're ready to go, that you're excited about it. I'm so excited about it because it starts out with some of the easiest things to do. And by the time we finish it, you will have mastered so many different ways. Y'all, I'm about to lose my voice. That's not good if I'm trying to video and talk to you now, is it? So I'm going to take a breath. Some of y'all are just as excited to do it as I am. I've been working really hard on trying to get mine kind of organized so I can share with you how I'm organizing it and how I'm getting it together. All right. So with all that being said, you know how we organized our Tula right here that we're doing. That's going to carry over in part of it. But as we search and hunt for our fabrics and try to keep them all sorted and separated, I've got ideas. I've got made templates. I've done all this. It'll all be available in the Etsy store probably the end of this week. So y'all stay tuned for that. There'll be a video on it when it goes out, so you all can watch for that as well. And let's see if my iron's hot enough to press this now. And I've got more clothes sewing, garment sewing coming. Yes, I do, because I've got a couple, 3 little outfits I want to make just for me. Just for me. All right, there we go. Goes like this, the green at the bottom. Can you all see that? I think you can. All right. You want me to turn you down a little bit closer? I've ordered a new camera and some other stuff. We'll do what did I order on Amazon coming real soon. So stay tuned for that video as well. And it's hot up here. I'm sweating, you all. All right, so we've got this. So our next shortest pieces, smallest pieces, are this top and bottom right here. So they're going on one at a time, one top and one bottom. Do y'all sew barefooted? I do. I seem to be able to sew better. Okay, there's that one. Now this one will go to the top. This is kind of similar to a log cabin, the way this is going together, you all. Similar. Well, I didn't want to sew just straight. All right, let's start this one over again. For some reason, it got twisted. All right, we'll turn it over. All right, now we're going to press these to the darker fabric if you have a darker fabric, okay? All right, now then, see these line up, or they should, but they don't. Wonder what I did wrong here, because these don't line up, do they? Did I miscut that? Did I cut them 1.5 and they're supposed to be 1? No, they're just a little bit longer. Oh, I'm hearing some thunder. I guess it's going to storm in a minute. So I'm going to line this up even right here, and then I'm going to trim it, okay? Then I'm going to trim it, because evidently I've cut this just a smidgen bigger than my 1/4 inch seam allowances. When you do that and you're putting a block together, it can really be, or did I cut my center pieces bigger? No, that's exactly 2.5. And that is exactly 1 inch. It's a little more than 1 inch. So I'm going to go in there and make this a double 1/4 inch seam on each one of these. Yeah, I'll cook dinner in a little bit. I'll cook dinner in a little bit. Oh, he's wanting dinner already. It's not time for dinner quite yet. Now let's see if that's closer to the right size. Yes, it is. All right. So press again and cut this out if you want to. So I'm going to reach over here and get these scissors. My good scissors. I love these Guggenheim scissors. Do. For cutting fabric. Oh, they're so nice. All right, now then. Pretty sides together, and this will line up. You just have to adjust your seams sometimes, you all. Just adjust your seams. Because sometimes we cut things wrong, and sometimes we kind of goof up, but we always can make it work. Don't ever think that mistakes cannot be corrected, no matter how big you think they are. We can correct them. let's press this one. All right, now then, this piece. Well, for some reason, none of these pieces are lining up right. I'm wondering if there's a mistake in the book, because these pieces, you see this? That's not lining up right at all. Not at all, not even close. So let's come in here and make this another seam. So if you all are on this block, number 29 with me and sewing along with me, let me know if I goofed or if the book is goofed. Now then, that's better. All right, now then, let's. All right, you all, the SD card got full and I had to stop and change it. All right. So now we're back. So if you all are making this along with me, let me know if it's my sewing or if it's my cutting or if it's the book. Because mine are not coming out just right. Now then, let's press these. And I always press to the piece that I just sewed on. I don't press it back. I press it toward the piece that I just sewed on. Now let's see if these are long enough. See, you all, this is not even close to being long enough. So I know it's not in my seams. And this piece is supposed to be 6.5 inches. And it is exactly 6.5 inches. So you tell me how I've got an extra, how much is this? Inch in this. So let's come in here and cut this back down too. So I've had to make I've had to make 1/2 inch seams on this, you all, which should not be the case. Okay. This one will be interesting when we go to square it up. Because I'm sure we'll have to cut some off of it because I don't think it's going to be 6.5 inches square. But it turned out pretty. Look at it. It turned out very pretty. I love the colors. I do. Turn it this way or however your little heart desires. But this is 6.5 inches this way. And it is measuring 6.5 inches this way. So it's measuring, but these in here, I had to put in bigger seams. I don't know why. I cut exactly by that pattern and I looked and double measured. But anyway, there's our block number 29. Okay, lay it to the side. And we're going to go on to number 30. We're just going to zippity doo-dah these right out. Block number 30. This one has a lot of little baby seams in it, you all. A lot of little seams. All right, these go on the sides. And these go at the top and the bottom. Okay, now these got two different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is where you will take up more space than you realize if you're sewing. Sewing seams are not exactly the same. So you want to get these seams right in here, all the same, because this and this then have to go together, okay? So first we're going to start by sewing this row and then this row on the longer sides, okay? So this one you start here and then go to here. All right, so let's get this done. This makes little bitty stripes in here. One of y'all commented about these being little bitty pieces, and yes, they are little bitty pieces. They absolutely are little bitty pieces. When you're just coming out with a total of a 6.5 inch block, a lot of your pieces are very small. I hope our power doesn't go off. If it does, we'll just have to turn the video off and come back to it later. So if everything goes dark, you'll know that the power's off and I can't sew. And so we'll just come back later. Because that means I'll probably have to take Mr. Andy out and get him something to eat because, you know, he likes to eat. He does. That's one of his favorite things in the whole world is to eat. We've already been to Pal's once today, so I don't know where we'll go, but we'll figure it out. We always do seem to figure it out. All right, let's press this one open. And when you're working with little bitty pieces like this, you just about have to press them to be able to sew them to something else. Okay, now look here. There we go. There's that piece. Now let's see if we've got this, if that'll be right. That looks like it might come in okay. All right, so let's do this row. 1/4 inch seam. I can hear y'all tell me I shouldn't have my machine on if it's storming. It's attached to a surge protector, and the surge protector's in a surge protector, and the house is in a surge protector, so I think we're good. Because we lost a bunch of stuff one time when we were not even at home, and all right, let's press this one now. All right, now this one goes like this. Now then, we're going to sew these two together, right like this. Do I have my seams all going? I do. Let me press these seams going the other direction. I do that all the time. Y'all must have gotten hot. I think you're still recording. All right, we're going to nest these seams across through here so they come in at the right places. And then we're going to sew it, 1/4 inch seam. All right, now look at that. That did, well, almost perfect. Perfect enough for us. All right, now then. All righty. Now then, we're going to sew our side pieces, and then our top and our bottom, and this one is finished. All right, now that our top and our bottom go on, and now this one's fitting together like it's supposed to. I do not know what could have happened to that other one. I think maybe there's a mistake. But you all tell me if you had trouble with that particular block, because I'm interested to know. All right, there's that block. I like that one. That one's very, very pretty. I love the colors. Y'all know pink and green are my favorites, but I really like that one a lot. I like both of these a lot. All right, I'm going to turn y'all off so you can cool down. There's no sound, maybe. Okay, I've reset some settings on this camera, and maybe y'all won't overheat so bad. I hope not. I hope not. But here is 29 and 30 right here. 29, 30. Beautiful blocks. Love both of these. 29 and 30. Okay, let's go to 31. This one has a 9 patch in the middle. And it looks like this right here. It's kind of like a Polaroid block, they call them, with the larger piece down here. Right here. This is larger. Right in here. That's what they call a Polaroid block. And then it's got the 9 patch right here in the middle. So let's see what fabrics we have picked for this one. Turn y'all down so you can see. All right. Here we go. This is for the center right here, I believe. Top, bottom, side, and side. And here are our 9 patch pieces. 1, 2, 3. 5 and 4. 1, 2. Got an extra one there. 3, 4. And this goes this way. And these go on the sides. All right. You see how this one's going to go together? Kind of, sort of, just a little bit. Kind of like this. So, first off, we start sewing these 3, and these 3. Okay? We're going to make these 3 rows down through here. All right? So, here we go. And you want to use your 1/4 inch seam. It's gotten dark outside, you all. It did. It's been a beautiful day. Hot, but it is almost July. That's what we want for almost July. And we did not get a storm. It went around us. But we have had supper and all that good stuff. And I will press these all here in just a minute. And now everybody's about to be settled for the night. Who knows? I could stay up here and sew all night long and finish out this whole set of videos for you all. I don't know if I can finish them all or not. But I could get a bunch of them, I bet. What do you think? I think I could. I'm wanting to get this one finished because, you know, we've got lots of other stuff we want to do. And I don't want to leave this in lurch and leave y'all hanging with these 100 quilt blocks. But we like to do other things as well. Yeah. This one has lots of little seams. It does, it does, it does. Get the iron turned on. You know, we have to lay it over so it'll. Okay, let's get these pressed. Press them to the dark, and then they should line up perfectly when you get ready to sew them together. I use this when I'm pressing, you all. Just called Smooth Finish Ironing Spray. It just gives it, helps them to lay your seams to lay down good. Everything presses in place good. All righty, now then, we're going to sew these 3 together, okay? Like this. Not like this. These 2 to these 2, matching your little seams there. They should nest together, just like that. Okay, those did very well. Now then, we've got these right here to go on, and these should also just nest in there just beautifully. And they do fit perfectly. And these are some little tiny pieces, you all. Okay, this was the hard part of this one. Okay, there's our center. Now then, we sew this piece on, and we sew this piece on, okay? Top and the bottom, right here. Pretty sides to pretty sides. Now we're going to press this, and I'm going to press it to the outside because I don't want to press back those seams. All right, now then we go in with this piece right here. Look there, that just matches up just perfect. We're going to sew it down here with a 1/4 inch seam. Then we're going to sew this one on the other side. Now let's press this. And this has got just a little extra, and I'm just going to trim it right off. Just a tiny little bit there. Okay, now then, we're going here top and bottom again, and then our sides, and then this one will be finished. And we're going to press this. We're going to press it to the outside. Now then, we've got to do our side pieces. And they fit just beautifully. Okie doke, this one's just about finished, y'all. One more seam, and then this one is finished. We're going to see how long it takes us to sew, and see how long it takes y'all to get hot. And for your battery to die on me. Press these to the outside. And there is block number 31. Oh, I love this one. Love, 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 love this one. All right, let's see what we got for number 32. We'll flip the page. Oh, this one should be fairly simple. Doesn't have a lot of pieces. Here's block number 32. Can y'all figure out how we're going to sew it together? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then these two, and then we add our others. That's how it's going together. Let's see what our pieces look like. Let's see. These are reds and blues. Pretty colors, pretty colors. Okay, this is our piece that goes here. Look at that pretty flower. Yes, this will go in the middle. This will go on the bottom. This will go on the top. Let's see. This will go the top and here and here. And this will go, I'm assuming here, 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 and here. Is that right? Is that right? This, I think it is. Got a long piece at the top, a long piece at the bottom, a piece over on the left, little piece at the top, a square, and a larger one at the bottom. So these do go like this. This one right here looks like it's a little bit long. Might have cut it a ½ inch too big. 3 by 2.5. Let's see what I've got here. I did. So we'll know that that is long. And we'll cut that off in a minute. But it is a ½ inch too long. Now this goes around this, just like so. All right. That's what this one's going to look like. Maybe. All right. So to start with, since I know this is long, I'm going to sew these 3. All right. 1, 2, and 3. Making sure that I keep them all to the same side. Okay. This one had a few more pieces than I anticipated when I said, oh, this one will be quick. Although the pieces are not real tiny. Now let's press this. Okay. Now then, we're going to sew this, our long pieces first. On each side. Now we'll sew this one on this side. And we're going to press them, and then we'll sew the top and the bottom. All right, now then, one to the top and one to the bottom. Oh, and these pieces are fitting perfectly. Beautifully. Flip her around and let's sew this side. Okay, now then, all right, now then, we need to sew these together, here and here, right like this. See how pretty that matches up? right, let's press this, and then we've got to add our pieces around the sides. 3 sides is all we've got to add. Okay, the top and the bottom and the side. The side goes on first. All right, let's press this one. Now we've got to do the top right across here. Matches perfectly. And the bottom right down through here. Matches perfectly. Now then, let's line them up good and stitch right down through there at 1/4 of an inch. All right, I'm going to trim this off where I overcut it. And I'm going to give this a good spray and press those seams to the outside. Give it a good press on the front. Pull the threads out of it. Oh, look at that one. Isn't that one beautiful? I love it. Love, love, love this one. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Let's try one more. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We can try to get 2 more in this video. That's 6. And this one's another one. This one ought to be fairly simple because I'm going to press this piece. It's got a little fold in it. So let's press it down. Look at that pretty green flower. Isn't that pretty? Look at this green. And look at this color. Okay, this goes up here at the top. This goes right here. This goes right here. This goes here, and this goes here. All right, see that? That's the way this one goes together. So we're going to start by sewing these 2 together and these 2 together. These 2 on the long sides and these 2 on the short sides. This one, the pieces are not so tiny. Okay, now these 2 on like this on the short sides. For some reason that's not cutting real well tonight. All right, there's that. Let's get this one pressed. And there's that. So now we're going to sew this on, and then we'll sew them together down the middle. All right, y'all with me? Now then, these go sew together like this. It's about to sew them backwards. They go like this. Right, like so. This one was very quick to sew up, wasn't it? Very, very quick. And I think I might have fixed you all because you're not getting hot on me. It is cooler up here because the sun's gone in, but I still don't think you're a little warm, but not as hot. All right. And there's that one. I like it too. I love the greens. Love, love, love. That was 33. Let's see what we got for number 34. What do y'all think it is? Is it another one with a big piece in it? Might be. I don't know. It is. It's another one with a big piece. Here's number 34. And then I'm going to change your all's battery before we start sewing it together. There's number 34. Okay? All right. I'll be right back with the new battery. All right. Let's see what number 34 is. Oh, some more pretty colors. Oh, goodness me. All right. Here we go. Let's start laying it out. Here's this piece. Goes right here. And this piece goes right here. This one needs to be pressed because it got bent. All right. Now then, this goes right here between two of these. Two of those. And then this piece goes right here. This piece goes right here. This piece goes right here. This piece goes here. I'm missing one of these little bitties. Let's see if we left it in our envelope. Oh, dear me. I'm missing a little bitty piece. Let me see if I've got some more of that. I'll be right back. Okay, I couldn't find any more of the little green dot, so I got this little bitty pink and white flower. We'll put it right there and put the green right down there, and this block will be beautiful. This is what you do when you're doing this. You just kind of improvise and go along with what you got. All right? That's what you do. That is what you do. Let's make sure these are all the same size. So I've not goofed up and put one in the wrong place, but they are. All right, so to start with, I'm going to sew this one to this one and this one back to this one, okay? That's where I'm going to start, is with your smallest pieces. And little 1-inch squares are not easy to work with, you all. They just are not. But we are going to persevere and work through this. Yes, we are. Now then, the other side, same way, and then we shall press it. All right, now let's press this. We still got sound. Yeah, we're going good tonight. All right. Now then, we're going to sew this to this big square, and then the other side to the other floral print piece. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, now this piece goes here. You are left with a little tiny 1/2 inch square right there in the middle. Okay, okie dokie. This goes like this. So this piece sews onto here. You just keep sewing on until you have to stop and make another part. Okay, now then, we need to sew these two together, right like this. And press it. And then to here, the other side to there. Right, now this side goes here. Now this goes to here. One more seam after this one. And I think this video will be a wrap. All right, one more piece and it goes on right here, right down this side. Oh, this one turned out very pretty, 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 pretty. Get her all pressed up here pretty for you all, and then I'll show her to you. Look at that one. Isn't that one pretty? Now let me get out our bigger board because I think we've got 6. All right, let's see. Here's 32 or 34, 33. I goes like this. 32, which is one of my favorites. I love this one. And I love this one. And this one. This one goes here. And then this one goes here. Look at those. Aren't those precious? Look at these. Love, love, love. Look. Look at them. Can y'all see them good? I can get y'all a thumbnail, cute thumbnail. Look at these. These are these 6, the next 6 in our series. 28, 20, or 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. We'll pick up and do 35 through 40. 35 through 67, 35 through 40 in the next episode of this Tula Pink 100 Quilt Blocks series that we're doing. I'm not sure how many videos we're going to have, because in the end, I will have given some of my blocks away, and a lot of them I will have kept, and I have a big project for the ones I'm keeping. And I'm not making a quilt per se with the blocks I'm keeping, but I have a big project for the blocks I'm keeping. So you all stay tuned, watch this series all the way to the end. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these videos, because I have a very unique project for these quilt blocks. And no, it's not just a quilt. I am going to do it as a kind of as a quilt, and I'm going to quilt it, but I'm not going to be using it as a quilt. So stay tuned. That's all I'm saying. But stay tuned. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these videos, because I'm not sure when we're going to get to the end. It will be before the end of the year. I do promise you that, okay? Because everything's cut, ready to sew, so I can come up here one day and I can knock out a bunch of these videos all at one time. Thumbs up. I hope I can. Maybe. It's so pretty outside right now, and I love the summertime. Y'all, it's hard for me to be in the house doing anything, cooking, sewing, cleaning, anything. I like to be outside. So I may have to come up here at night and sew with you all, which is fine. This is the most peaceful time around this house is right now. Everybody's downstairs. Everybody's settled. Everybody's just settled. The house is quiet. I can come up here, spend time with you, and we can sew together. Yes, we can. So y'all may be seeing more of me up here in the dark. Well, I'll have lights on. I won't be in the dark, but it'll be dark outside. So y'all stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.